Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you. Hi, Julie.
Yeah, Bojango, where you at? Hey, just tell him.
There goes Joey Franzen. We're here with Grant Franzen. Grant, did you get your dad anything for Father's Day?
No.
No?
I forgot.
What do you have in that bag?
Gum.
You go give him a piece of gum?
He had to try to steal it.
Oh, well, you should have given it to him for Father's Day.
Yeah.
You could go back to him and say, Dad, I'm sorry. I've been wrong. I'd like to give you a piece of my gum that you probably paid for as a
No,
token of my
actually, I paid
appreciation.
for
You paid for it? Where'd you get the money?
From Perfect Games.
Oh, from Perfect Games, of course. Okay.
Where's Crew?
Crew is dancing around here somewhere. Ooh, look at those arms.
Wow. So majestic.
That guy's been lifting.
Yeah.
Sun's out, guns out.
The sun's not out.
Oh,
Not our votes?
really?
Yes. Well, make it not hurt. I don't like how it feels. It's an arm. No one wants it.
You know if they have ice at the concessions for after our food?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they do. We'll ask them to get some ice ready 6 innings later.
Because I'm starting.
I love it. Alrighty. I'm gonna get these guys warming up here.
Oh my god. That was really not that deep.
It's a bomb back quicker. So she found it better. GameChanger, probably.
Did you get sunscreen?
I've not.
You want some?
Probably.
Quick.
Oh, Dad, I got some.
Right here if you want. You want me to do it? Get your ears and your face in the back of that.
It works, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
You want some help there, Sarah?
Yeah, I might need your help.
Yep, I gotcha.
Oh my gosh, Brandon's mom's back, so we can't do stupid stuff now.
Thank you.
And she brought Gatorade.
I mean, Brayden was being such an irresponsible. He tried to fit 20 pieces of bubblegum in his mouth. It was not. And he got a full cup of James sauce.
Listen. There, sit down. Okay.
Brady proceeded to buy a 22 ounce cup of cane sauce and drink
Well,
the whole thing with the rain.
I saw the cane thing, and I was like, what is this? This is nuts.
He drank the whole thing with the straw.
Yeah, okay.
Graydon.
Great.
Hello, Mr. Franzen.
Hey, how are you, Tim?
We're doing great.
Father's Day.
You too. You too. Oh, we're already at 9. Okay, welcome to Ames Storm Game 22, tournament 6 of 8. It's been a rough season for Ames. Last year they won 24 games, only lost 14. This year in jeopardy of losing as many as they won last year, but it is AAA. This is Dexter Erdman, your batter. Dexter batting .385. He's going to send a slow one to third and will be out on a grounder on the first pitch. Lucas Dressler, your batter now, one of 3 boys batting over 400. Opponent today in red from Milan, Illinois. Dressler checks his swing, but in the process does make contact, fouls it off. There is another swing. That's going to go off of his foot, it appears. Thanks to the 13 of you already tuning in. That ball is in the dirt. First ball pitched by the Milan pitcher, lefty at that. Let's see if we can spot the airline flying up above. There's a beautiful hit by Dressler. That would have been the best defensive play I've seen all year by the third baseman from Milan. A diving stop deep in the pocket at third. Got up, through to first, just not quite in time for the speedy Dressler. So nice job by Lucas, back on track. This will bring up Colton Hibbing, batting .425. on the year. Good for second on the team. His on-base percentage at .569. And Hibbing's going to send one deep left. That'll go well over the left fielder's head, and he'll have a stand-up double on pitch number 1. Hibbing does lead the team in doubles. That is his 6th of the year. And Ames in business. Runners on second and third. Only one out. Here's the barrel. Finn Burrell. Finn batting .350 this season. He'll rope one right at the first baseman. And Hibbing is going to be picked off on a double play. Not bad base running, just better defense by Milan. So a very, very, very quick inning. You don't see that real often. I think 6 pitches on 2 hits and 3 outs. Just a bummer start for Ames. But we'll go to the bottom of the first. Score 0-0. And you know what? As a 42-year-old who still gets mad at himself for not making a sale, it's the same thing. Okay, so here we go, bottom of the first. This is Ian Nelson at the on the mound. I believe this batter is the stellar third baseman for Milan. Good defense there by Milan in that top of the first. There's a ball inside from Nelson. Nelson, our most experienced pitcher, 408 pitches on the year. The only pitcher throwing, well, actually it's a little bit of a inside joke right now between Nelson and Hibbing. Hibbing your catcher, but Nelson's strike percent is 1/100th poorer than Hibbing's. Nelson at 64.75 and Hibbing at 64.76 for strike percent. not always about strike percent. Sometimes you don't want to throw strikes, especially when you're ahead in the count, but being able to throw one when you need to, that is what is important. There is a well-hit ball to right, and once again, yeah, and then Matt, the total opposite. Like, how many times does a ball 10 feet behind the second baseman, 10 feet to the right? Matt Burrell and I were just talking about how Finn, his son, has hit 3 balls with exit velocity over 75. Actually, 5 balls the last 2 weeks with exit velocity over 75 miles an hour, and just all right to fielders. So the Milan batter is aboard in the top of the second, and there is a hit up the middle. Danielson gets a glove on it but can't squeeze it. It would have been a pretty special play if Danielson could have done so. That definitely, I wouldn't call that an error. Danielson been looking fast there at second base, on the precipice of putting it all together. Let's meet your defense here. The aforementioned Ian Nelson on the mound, Colton Hibbing at catcher. And there is another hit right to the pocket of the outfield where no one is. There's going to be a play at the plate here. The ball takes a wicked hop. Gets past Hibbing. Runner probably would have been safe anyway. And Milan, 3 pitches in, leads 1-0, has a runner on second and third. So Finn Burrell, your third baseman. Dressler, your shortstop. Danielson, second base. Graydon Bancroft on first. In right field, we've got Dexter Erdman. Center field, Landon Dahlberg. Left field, Joey Franzen. We are without the services of St. Berger or Elijah Deerdorf today. Thanks to the 15 of you tuning in. 20 minutes into the game here, top of the second. Milan leads 1-0. There's a ball just a bit up high as the cleanup hitter for Milan steps to the plate. Typically, a coach wants his fastest guy first, best contact hitter second, most clutch hitter third, biggest power hitter fourth. If Milan is following that strategy, that would mean this is their most powerful hitter. Certainly isn't scared. Nelson pretty inside on that pitch. Batter didn't move. There is a beautiful catch by Burrell at third. As Burrell there at third says, 2 can play this position. You're seeing some good third base play today. Nice break for the Storm, who had runners on second and third with nobody out. Burrell just fields that blooper for out number 1 on the day. Nelson, deep breath on the mound. Delivers his best pitch of the day. That curve broke about 12 inches in flight. Nelson leads the team in just about every pitching category. Surprisingly not ERA. Nelson averaging 1.1 runs an inning. There are 2 on the team averaging better, but Nelson 9 times has gotten the first 2 batters out. Next best on the team has only done that 3 times. Nelson 4 times has gotten a 1-2-3 inning. Next best on the team has only done it twice, and then 7 times Nelson's had fewer than 13 pitches in a frame. Next best on the team has only done that 4 times. Foul ball there. Nelson again ahead in the count, seems to be settling in. High of 82 today in West Des Moines. Pretty darn humid. Ball inside as the Ames Storm face batter number 5 for Milan. There's a ball hit right in the gap. Dressler's going to get to it, but doesn't like his chances. And a beautiful play by Dressler, who from the shortstop position doesn't like his chances at throwing out the runner on first. Decides to put the runner on second in a pickle. And nice job by Danielson covering, and Dressler is going to get out number 2 for the Ames Storm. Meanwhile, a second run scores for Milan as batter number 6 comes to the plate, but a little bit less pressure on the base paths for Nelson. He'll throw one high there, ball 1. Thanks to the 17 of you following along. We have another airplane coming in here. We'll see if we can pick out the logo. That foul ball might hit the airplane. Oh, that's definitely United. Definitely United. And there is another foul ball. This batter is intentionally trying to hit the airplane with his foul balls.
Great pitch, Ian.
Good words of encouragement from Mr. Burrell in the stands. Says, good pitching, Ian. Ames 1 strike away from getting out of the top of the second. And there's going to be another pop-up. Bancroft giving chase, Hibbing giving case, and Bancroft with a beautiful catch.
Nice job, Storm. Great hustle, Brayden.
Good job, Ian. Graydon, was it the cane sauce that helped you? The 20 ounces of cane sauce that helped you catch that?
Yeah, and then the 15 pieces of bubble gum.
And the 15 pieces of bubble gum. All right, that's the trick.
And don't switch out, okay? Stay out there until you're needed at the plate. We're on deck. Okay?
Lucas Dressler, nice play, buddy.
This is a hidden one. It's up top. This one's more on the side of mine.
So my dad said Will was talking to someone. He looked over and said, "My dad."
More hours.
All right, so here we go. Graydon Bancroft at the plate, bottom of the second. Bancroft still looking for home run number 1 this year. Had 10 last year. Batting .391. Number 2 on the team in RBIs. Takes a couple balls. In Ames, just a super unfortunate bottom of the first. Runners on second and third with 1 out. Couldn't score. And Bancroft ahead in the count. 3 balls, no strikes. Coach Dahlberg going solo today as the Deerdorfs in Lincoln, Nebraska for a wedding. And Bancroft is going to start the second with a 4-pitch walk. A good 5 minutes for Bancroft after he caught the foul ball. And proceeds to get on base with a 4-pitch walk. This will bring up Landon Dahlberg, the Landogini, batting .341 on the year. Swing and a miss. Ames repping just 9 players today. Looks like Milan only repping 10. There's a ball in the dirt. Bancroft, good jump at first. Bancroft had Iowa State Iowa State football camp Wednesday night. as we have another airplane coming in, this time from Southwest Airlines. Ooh, ball high and outside to Dahlberg, called a strike. Bancroft at football camp Wednesday night ran a 5.4 40-yard dash. The 40 invented by Paul Bear Bryant, the famous coach of Alabama, who figured that was the amount of distance football players had to run when there was a punt. And so he wanted to know how fast everybody would be to get down there. Bancroft to 5.4, pretty good for being 220 pounds. Here we go, full count to Landon Dahlberg, who's not 220 pounds. He'll take one outside. And Dahlberg with a walk, that's great. Dahlberg number 3 on the team with 11 stolen bases. Won't matter much with Bancroft in front of him there, but Ames with a little bit of magic here in the bottom of the second. Down 2-0, nobody out. Bancroft on second. This is Ian Nelson, your pitcher. He's going to foul one off there. Nelson batting .275. Very respectable. Nelson, the hero of his 8th grade school ball team. He'll take one upstairs there. 2 days ago, Friday, June 14, the Ames High 8th graders were down 8-3 to Interstate 35 rival Ankeny and scored 6 runs in the bottom of the 6th as Bancroft and Dahlberg will get a stolen base there. And with the score tied 8-8, Nelson on third. There was a minor passed ball. Nelson got a good jump on it, scored, and was mobbed by his teammates as the Ames 8th graders improved to 2-1 for the season at the A level. So Nelson swing and a miss there. You got Bancroft on third, Dahlberg on second. No force out anymore. So Ames for the second straight inning with runners on second and third. Nelson's going to foul one off, and that'll fall innocently to the ground, so we'll do it again. Thanks to the 20 of you tuning in, our record all time is 24. I like to think if we get to 25, we get bonused or something by Google. Nelson's going to pop one up, and the pitcher, good job stepping off the mound. He's going to collect that one. So now we can say, second straight inning, that the Ames Storm have runners on second and third with one out. This is Ethan Danielson stepping into the box. Swing and a miss for Danielson. Good support coming from Hibbing in the dugout. Joey Franzen on deck. There's a strike 2 delivered to Danielson. So the pitcher way ahead in the count. And good job by Danielson protecting the plate. He'll foul that one off. It's going to almost fall into left field in the neighboring park, so much so that the left fielder almost rolled his ankle. Crew Hibbing over there trying to get the foul ball, so he gets $1 for every foul ball he retrieves. And Danielson's going to hit one well to center. It is caught by the center fielder, but that'll score Bancroft. So Danielson with the sac fly, RBI, scores Bancroft for Ames's first run. Cuts the deficit in half. Ames trails 2-1, bottom of 2, 2 outs. Franzen on third. Franzen's going to foul that one off. Franzen, one of 2 left-handed batters on the team. Fouls that one off. Franzen's sister, of course, a Division I track athlete for the University of Iowa. Can get around the track, jumping over 10 hurdles in under a minute. And Franzen with a beautiful hit right at the shortstop. And Franzen in safe. He beats out a deep hit to the shortstop. Shortstop bobbled it once because the hit was so powerful. And Franzen, with those wheels I mentioned, his sister a track athlete for the University of Iowa, he's able to beat out the throw and score Dahlberg from third. We got a tie game, 2-2, bottom of 2. Franzen with a 2-step lead. Erdman takes one way outside, called a strike. Erdman, first home run of his career yesterday, batting .385. Takes one upstairs. Erdman third on the team for runs, second on the team in walks. Pitcher thinks about a pickoff. Opts otherwise. There's a ball outside. I'm not seeing a lot of movement in the ball. A lot of fastballs here from the pitcher, and as mentioned there, Erdman with walk number 14 on the season. This will bring up Lucas Dressler. So Ames with a little 2-out rally here. Runners on first and second. Lucas Dressler, your batter, number 3 on the team in batting average, .404. 1 for 1 so far today. Takes one high. I'm telling you, this umpire, he calls what I think are close strikes high. He calls them balls, and what I think are outside balls, he calls strikes. That's our observation here so far. That one rolled inside a hair. So 2 outs, bottom of 2. And Dressler's going to poke one deep left center. That will roll to the warning track. Franzen will score easily. Erdman's going to score easily, as it took the center fielder a long time to pull the ball out of the rocks. And Dressler 2 for 2 today with 3 total bases. A nice job by him. And we'll have a meeting on the mound as Colton Hibbing comes to the plate. We'll take a break. Okay, so here we go, 2 outs still. This is Colton Hibbing, doubled his first appearance. Dressler on second. Hibbing will take a ball high. Finn Burrell on deck, wind blowing out to left. Good for a righty, not great for a righty. I'm sorry, good for a righty, not good for a lefty. Hibbing will take another ball in the dirt. Dressler is going to try and steal. And Dressler in. with the stolen base. Nice throw from the catcher. I thought he was out, but it was close, and he may have very well got under the tag there. There's a ball high, so Hibbing ahead in the count here. 3 balls, no strikes. Finbrow on deck. Takes one high and inside for strike 1. A little bit of a bailout call there by the umpire, in my opinion. And like he's known to do, Hibbing gets ahead in the count, 3-0, 3-1, and works it back to being a full count. So full count here, 2 outs, bottom of the second. Ames leads 4-2, I believe. Lucas Dressler on third. And Hibbing's going to hit one a mile foul. Yeah, literally almost hit a home run over the fence of the field behind us. So good at bat here. This will be pitch 7. And Hibbing is going to be rung up with a beautiful pitch on the outside part of the plate there. And we will go to the third. Ames leads.
Justin. I do a lot of the baseball stuff. And this guy was fun.
Okay, here we go. Top of the third, Ames leads 4-2. Happy Father's Day to everybody listening. That might be a private jet flying in. There's a strike from Danielson, who's on the mound here. If I'm not mistaken, the strategy is to conserve Nelson, try and win the Silver Championship game now that we're ahead. So 12 teams in the tournament this weekend, top 8 made the gold bracket, and we are in the silver bracket. Ames, unfortunately, finishing 12th out of 12 in pool play yesterday. That's what happens when you get 10 runned in both your games. So this is the 9 seed that we're playing. Bottom of the order for Milan, 7, 8, 9, the batters. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a ball high, full count. There's a ball lifted to left, Franzen under it, and able to make the catch. And the outfield has their first out of the day. Burrell has 1, Dressler has 1. Bancroft has 1. I'm not going to try to keep track of the outs today. It's Father's Day. Take the day off. There's a ball high. So let's talk about Ethan Danielson, your pitcher here. Danielson, 361 pitches on the year. That's the second most on the team. And there is a ball lifted to right at Erdman, who moves a couple steps and catches that one. So both outs here by the outfield. Danielson doing great. Second on the team in strikeouts with 12. Throws strikes at a clip of 55%. Two balls, no strikes to the batter here until now. Let's double check your defense. I don't think there's any changes, not with only 9 guys here. Left field, Joey Franzen, center Landon Dahlberg, right field, Dexter Erdman, the Penguin, waddling out there in right field. That ball is outside. Burrell on third, Dressler at short. Nelson, starting pitcher, moved to second. Bancroft at first. There's a ball down the line to third, fielded cleanly by Burrell. Burrell loops it to first and gets his second out of the day.
Otherwise, I'm going to see it.
Ben, Graydon, Landon. Hey, same pitch. You throw you out. Graydon, Landon. Oh, you have to get my helmet.
Fortitude. All right, bottom of the third we go. You got start time on the game, Matt?
Here we go, Finn. 12-10.
12-10. All right, game moving along plenty quick. 39 minutes in. Ames leads 4-2. Bottom of the third. This is Finn Burrell at the plate. Takes out the pitching wedge on that one. Same pitcher in on that last strikeout to Hibbing. Kudos to the pitcher. That was Hibbing's 4th strikeout of the year in 21 games. Next best on the team has struck out 8 times, so Hibbing far and away your toughest to strike out, and that pitcher just put it right on the corner of the plate. Good job by him. Here's Burrell. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the third. Burrell takes one on the inside part of the plate. This pitcher does not seem to have a lot of movement on the ball, but he's pretty good at location, a la Greg Maddox. That one inside.
Good choice.
Graydon Bancroft on deck. 2-2 the count. And Burrell is going to murder that one down the right field line. Now Burrell, plenty of wheels, thinks about 2, opts otherwise. So Burrell hitting the ball very well. Finally gets one to go through. And he is aboard to start the third. Graydon Bancroft. The patented chant from his mother. Come on, Graydon, let's go. And he'll foul one off for strike 1. Typically, Joey Franzen's dad, the one in charge of yelling heads up. Today there's a helpful mother from Milan doing that instead. Bancroft with strike 2. Bancroft's mom 2 minutes away from missing her flight home last night. Had a minor miracle, but the flights were delayed in order for her to get home, and she's here today. Burrell gonna steal as Bancroft strikes out. The throw almost to center field.
Swinging.
Burrell, the fastest boy over 180 in the class of 2029 for Ames, steals second there. Landon Dahlberg goes on that one. Strike 1. So Burrell advances to second on a stolen base as Bancroft strikes out. There's a ball ruled high. I thought it was high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the third. Ames leads 4-2. Burrell on second. Dahlberg swing and a miss. And Dahlberg down on strikes. Despite Burrell on second with his patented clap right as the pitcher's about to release. So here comes Ian Nelson. He's in line for the win, looking to help his cause as he'll step in the box. Nelson fouls that one off. Nelson stepping out a little bit as the ball comes in, almost like a bowler slides that back foot. Need to get him to go at that ball. Burrell's going to steal third, and it's a great call by Dahlberg if it works, except that it was fantastic second base play there by the second baseman from Milan. He retreats quickly and is able to get into that pop-up from Nelson, and we will go to the fourth. Score still 4-2. Ames leads. Okay, we're up to 21 viewers. 3 off our all-time record. Thanks everybody for giving us some time here. Let's double check your lineup. I don't think we got any change. Franzen in left, Dahlberg in center, Erdman in right, the barrel, Finn Burrell at third, Lucas, Clyde, Dressler at short, Ian Nelson at second, and the Greyhound, Creighton Bancroft at first. On the mound, E-Money, Ethan Danielson, and behind the plate, the great Hambino, Colton Hibbing. 2 balls, no strikes. Top of the fourth, Ames leads 4-2. And nice job by the Milan batter. Takes that one in the back. Didn't even try to get out of the way there. Leadoff batter aboard. Batter's name here is Nate. Swing and a miss. Hibbing is going to fire down. Oh, and the base runner just under the tag there. The throw is right on line. Just good throw, better slide. And that base runner will advance to second. Danielson ahead in the count, 0-1. And there is a poke to left. That'll one hop to left field. And good job getting it in by our left fielder and Dressler. Limits that base runner on second to just advancing to third. Probably some good base path coaching there by the Milan third base coach, knowing they don't have any outs. So good job holding the base runner there. Ball high. So Ames in a little bit of trouble here. Leads 4-2, top of the fourth. Danielson on the mound. Swing and a miss there. This is your pitcher who's batting. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball low and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody out, top of the fourth. Milan with runners on second and third. There's a ball outside. Again, I think the strategy here by Coach Dahlberg, and we're going to have a rundown here, as the runner on third for Milan fell asleep, thought the bases were loaded, and that the walk awarded the batter would drive him in. Nice alert play by the Storm when Hibbing threw the ball back to the pitcher, Danielson. Danielson whipped it to third, and Burrell with 2 steps was able to tag out the runner on third. And now there's a dribbler at first, and Bancroft makes that one interesting as he more or less jogged to the base, but good base running to no avail. So Ames with a lot of magic here. Milan had runners on second and third with nobody out, and Burrell picks off the runner on third, and that dribbler produces an out by Bancroft. And all of a sudden, Milan with 2 outs and no runs have scored this inning. Now, we do have runners on second and third. And that ball all the way behind the batter. Hibbing reaches behind the batter to catch it. There's a strike from Danielson. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the 4th. Ames leads 4-2. Milan has runners on second and third. There's going to be a hit to Burrell, and Burrell, his throw is offline, but it's fielded by Bancroft. So for the second time, Bancroft bails out Burrell. But for the 4th time, Burrell records an out. Quinny, you want to?
Sure. Wait, what do I do?
Just go film the boys. Try to find something silly that they're doing.
Hello, it is now Quinn here on the camera.
No, Landon, Ian goes out.
Landon, Ian Nelson goes.
Ooh, drama. Getting ready for the next inning. Now Crew's here. Nope. Crew, please stop. Stop. I just got it. The other team's going on the field, same pitcher. Ooh, that was a ball. And then practicing swings. Let's see what they're talking about here. Colton drinking some Gatorade, trying to throw it away. Oh, and looks like this is what everybody's been doing. They've just been sticking their Gatorade cups in there. Now we will hand this back off to Tim.
Yeah? We'll let you try it the next time, okay?
I did like the same thing. I just went here and then I did a little commentary.
That's great.
Other teams practicing.
I love it.
Ooh, that's a ball.
Okay, here's Ames superfan Don Zehner.
A viewer because I'm here now.
Oh, no. So both teams getting slight amounts of luck as Ethan Danielson steps into the box and earns strike 1. You may recall, bottom of the 1st, Ames had runners on second and third, 1 out, and Burrell hit a... And Danielson with a shot to deep right.
Good job, Ethan!
And he's aboard. I was just informed I have forgotten a very important fact, that being that Ames is the visitor, so it is the top of the 4th. Right now, as Danielson is going to steal second, and he is in. So what I was saying is, in the top of the 1st, Ames had runners on second and third with 1 out, and Burrell line drived into a double play. Pretty unfortunate there. And then in the bottom of the 3rd, Milan had runners on second and third. Only 1 out. Actually, nobody out. And their base runner fell asleep at 3rd, which led to no runs. So, good game. Ames leads 4-2, top of the 4th. Franzen sticks the bat out there, and that is going to be trouble as Franzen is now 2 for 2 today. And he'll advance Danielson to 3rd. And the top of the order here for the Storm. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change. as the player from the bench for Milan is going to go to right, and the right fielder is going to come in and pitch. We'll take a break. Be back in a couple. Go Dexter. Okay, so here we go. Top of the fourth, Ames leads 4-2. Dexter Erdman, top of the order, swing and a miss. Ames with runners on the corner. Danielson at third. Franzen at first. Thanks to the 22 of you tuning in so far, we're 2 off our all-time record. Franzen gonna steal. Picked the right one, as that was low and away for a ball. So Erdman hits one hard at short. It's fielded well by the shortstop. Pretty lackadaisical throw to first. Doesn't realize how fast Erdman is. Erdman is out by about a half a step, but gets the RBI of Ethan Danielson, who scores to make it 5-2. We got another airplane coming in. I think that's another private jet. And Dressler takes one right in the face. This is not good. We're gonna have the need for doctors Sarah and Austin Bancroft here potentially. Dressler takes one right at the helmet. He is more rattled than injured. Jessica Hibbing gonna go get him some ice, and we'll have a courtesy runner. Dressler okay. Not bleeding, just terribly rattled after getting hit in the head. So that makes for an interesting at-bat for Colton Hibbing here. Will he be rattled? Good job by Finn Burrell, who is on deck, reminding Franzen to be smart. And Hibbing takes one high and inside. Hibbing with a double and a strikeout today. Number 2 on the team in batting average. Takes one outside for ball 2. You know, whenever you see a hit by pitch like that, you got to think it rattles the pitcher about as much. And Hibbing is going to dribble one foul there. So 2 balls, 1 strike, as Erdman was trying to steal there. Hibbing, having caught now for majority of the season, talking to the umpires a lot. Erdman will go. And another swing and a miss there by Hibbing as he fouls that one off. So Hibbing, who coming into today has only struck out 3 times in 21 games, now down to his last strike again. Takes one high. He'll work a full count. Led the team in quality at bats last year. Quality at bats defined by drawing 6 pitches. This will again draw 6 pitches, and he'll be aboard with a walk. Hibbing leads the team in walks. That is his 17th on the year as he tries to chase Deerdorf for the on-base percent crown. Deerdorf at 61%. Hibbing now up over 57. So bases loaded, 1 out. Ames leads 5-2. Franzen on third, Erdman on second, Hibbing at first. This is Finn Burrell. Has 4 home runs for the Storm, another one in school ball. 4 of his 5 home runs this year have been on Sundays. He's had 2 nice rips tonight as we have another airplane flying in. And Burrell is going to poke that one on 3 hopper to the warning track. And that'll advance Hibbing to third and score both Franzen and Erdman. Ames leads 7-2 as Burrell, team leader in RBIs, gets 2 more right there. He's up to 22 RBIs on the season. Burrell will go, and Bancroft hits one that would have been just almost impossible for the shortstop. As if you've ever seen those things they put in lakes at camps called the blob, where somebody sits on the end of the device and then somebody else jumps on the other end and shoots him off. That's what happened to Bancroft's ball there. It hit the inner part of the infield and just flew over the shortstop's head. So Hibbing scores. That'll be run number 19 on the year for Hibbing. And we could have a potential for double play, but nope. Dahlberg is going to get the RBI of Burrell as he finds a spot in left field. The bats are coming alive here for the Storm.
Hey, everybody's hitting here, Ian.
Bancroft moves to second. Dahlberg with a hit is on first. Good encouragement there from Mr. Burrell. Says to Ian Nelson, everybody's hitting. Nelson fouls that one off. Should Ames hang on to win, there'll be a short break, followed by the Silver Bracket Championship at 4 o'clock. And we're going to have another pitching change as the pitcher goes to the bench. Third base pitcher comes in, and the starting pitcher goes to third base. So we'll take a break. Ames in control. Okay, so Ames leads 9-2, top of the fourth. We're 66 minutes into the game, 34 to go. Bancroft on second, Dahlberg on first. That was the... Did they switch pitchers in the middle of an at-bat? That's unusual.
Yeah, he fouled that one off.
Super unusual pitching change there in the middle of Nelson's at-bat. And Nelson trying to catch everybody off guard with a bunt. Good call by Dahlberg. He shares a laugh with Nelson. So no balls, 2 strikes, which is hard for Nelson to remember because they switched pitchers middle of his at-bat. And Nelson is going to be hit by that pitch. Kristen Erdman calls out from the stands, way to wear it. So Bancroft advances to third, Dahlberg advances to second, Ian Nelson on first. The boys like to tease Ian that it hurts him a little harder, a little bit more when he gets hit by a pitch. Ethan Danielson, your batter, swing and a miss. This plane coming in right now, something Eastern. Danielson fouls that one off. Maybe that's it? Just Eastern? That was a big plane. Probably coming from way out east. All right, Danielson has seen 3 straight strikes. Now, again, we're in the top of the fourth. Ames leads 9-2, bases loaded. I don't think we've got more than 1 out. Ames has had 2 batters hit by pitch. And Danielson down on strikes. So 2 outs now. And the hottest stick in the West, Joey Franzen, comes to the plate. 2 for 2 today. I'll foul that one off. And Franzen fouls that one off as well. Just a little bit behind here. Franzen's going to hit a dribbler to the pitcher, who will field it cleanly and get Franzen out to strand the 3 runners. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. A lot of damage done. 5 runs specifically. Ames leads 9-2. Quinn? No? All right. Sure. Gonna go film the guys? Okay, this filming of players brought to you by Crew Hibbing.
Hi, crew. Hi.
Drew, what's the score?
4-2, I think.
4-14?
4-2, I think.
What's the score, Tim?
9-2.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, lock down defense, come in.
Graydon first base. Landon, Joey, Dexter, I think. Outfield. Colton catcher, I think. Ian second. Dad, who's pitching? Ethan pitching. And third,
All right.
Lucas, shortstop.
Thanks, buddy. So we're in the bottom of the fourth. Ames leads 9-2. Bit of a development here. Milan will start this frame with one out as they have taken out batter number 8. Not sure if that's disciplinary or injury related. I also don't know how that works when they've got 10 players, but regardless, that's what I was told. So your 9 outs so far. 4 by Burrell. 1 from Franzen in left, 1 from Erdman in right. One by Dressler at short, 2 by Dressler at short, I think. 1 by Bancroft on that foul ball. Regardless, Burrell, your defensive leader at third. So bottom of the fourth, Ames leads 9-2. We are 73 minutes into the game. That ball was low, called a strike. And we'll have a full count. And that is chopped to second again. Nice play from Nelson, gets the out. Again, I still think there's so much opportunity for our boys to charge the ball and you know, just grab it in mid-flight instead of surrendering it to the plinko of the ground. But nevertheless, the batter's out, and Ames continues to roll. The 12 seed here, lowest seed they've ever had. Just a really rough outing yesterday. 2 games, lost both games by double digits, and only achieved 5 total hits all day, both games. 5 total hits from 4 players. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bottom of the fourth. Ames leads 9-2. And there is a well-hit ball right at, not right at Joey Franzen, but Franzen able to collect it easily in 1 hop. So I believe we have 2 outs since Milan sacrificed the 1 for batter number 8. And Nelson got the other one out at second. Pickoff attempt there by Danielson. Good strategy here from Coach Dahlberg, if I understand correctly. He put Nelson in until we secured a lead. Knowing that we had the lead going into the bottom of the second, he put his second most experienced pitcher in, that being Danielson. The goal being to conserve Nelson for the final game. Great work by Coach Dahlberg and the 8th grade staff. Jay Gray, Matt Fowles, talking about pitch counts, etc. Coaches take arm usage seriously. And we'll have a beautiful throw from Hibbing. Once again, the slide just under the tag. I don't know if it's 2-0 or 3-0. That ball is outside Now it's 3-0. First base is open for the left-handed batter here. And that's going to be a 4-pitch walk administered by Danielson. Good job by Burrell at third, reminding the team, force out at any bag. Burrell very alert today, 4 outs on defense. A lot of good chatter and coaching up his teammates in the absence of Deerdorf. And Danielson, after a 4-pitch walk, comes right back with a strike. Ball inside. Hibbing does a good job at catcher of just moving his hand, not his entire body. I don't know a ton about catching. Ooh, Hibbing's lining up outside here. And there's going to be a blooper at Nelson. Nelson will field it pure, throws it in the dirt, and it does get past Bancroft, which will allow the run from second to score. And the batter advances all the way to second. Nelson patting his chest there, says, "My bad." Bancroft disappointed he couldn't backhand that one as well. So we let him off the hook there. And there is a pop-up. Colton Hibbing going to try and get that one, and he does. And again, with the 8th batter not batting, out. Nelson and Hibbing get outs, and we will go to the 5th. Ma'am, do you know what the story was with batter number 8? Right on.
We're not going to hustle him back. Let's go, Gwen's best friend. I just did. Did you?
Okay, top of the 5th. This is Dexter Erdman, your batter. He'll take a ball in the dirt. And pop that one up, very similar to the pop-up that Hibbing caught. And Erdman down for the count. This will bring up Lucas Dressler. He's back. Back again. Dressler's back. Tell a friend. 81 minutes into the game. If Ames could score a run, it would give him an 8-run lead. and then hold them in the bottom of the fifth, it'd be game over. Might prevent us from having to play a sixth inning. Dressler's going to hit that one down the third base line. Another nice play by the third baseman, and Dressler's going to beat that one out. I think Dressler has got to lead the team in beat out hits. You would think Elijah Deerdorf might hold that title. But that is probably the third or fourth time I've seen Dressler run one out. So that'll bring up Colton Hibbing. He is 1 for 2 today with a double and a walk. Takes one low and away. Does lead the team in walks with 17. Also leads the team in runs with 19. And Hibbing's going to hit a slow grounder to third. He'll be out, but does advance Dressler to second. And this will bring Finn Burrell. The Milan coach asks for a shift amidst Burrell's excellent hitting day today. Burrell up to 22 RBIs on the season. Ball low. Gonna be great if Finn could drive in Dressler. Give us that 8th run and an opportunity to avoid a 6th. Burrell hitting 350 on Storm, hitting 750 for Ames High Junior Varsity. Takes one in the dirt. Dressler will steal third as the good base running continues for Dressler. Braden Bancroft on deck. Curious if Dahlberg will try to send Dressler aggressively here. Knowing we need one more run to get to that magic 8. And doesn't even matter. Burrell's going to go opposite field. That'll score Dressler easy, and Burrell will have a stand-up double, as he has had an excellent day at the plate today. So Ames on the cusp of their 6th win. Comes into today with a record of 5-16. Burrell doing his antics. And that ball hit hard enough at the third baseman that the third baseman cannot field it cleanly. Probably thrown off a bit by Burrell charging hard. Third baseman does not even make an attempt at first. The catcher here calls out what he wants to do. With 2 outs, you always have the possibility of just throwing it down. So sure enough, runner goes. Catcher is going to try to throw him out, and we're going to have a play at the plate. And Burrell is out trying to steal home. A nicely executed play by Milan there. Not only did the catcher call it out for his team, but the play, what it was, is not a pump fake, not an actual throw down, not just a throw back to the pitcher, but he tried to throw it about 3/4 the way. The shortstop then comes in, grabs it, has all the momentum to stab it, throw it back home. 10-2, Justin?
The third run that was scored on our GameChanger wasn't actually Okay.
Anyway,
Okay, I'll fix it. Sorry. I'll just.
Their coach actually brought it to me and said, hey, we don't have that third run.
Okay.
Fourth run, you mean?
They don't have the fourth run, so 10-3.
It's 10-3, yeah, but when we scored the third run, there wasn't
a. Okay. All right. Thank you.
How many viewers do you have?
22.
22. 21. Did you have 23 when she came here?
No, I don't think we've gotten over 22.
I know, that seems like a lot.
But we'll take it.
Okay.
So I've just been having a rough day here statistically. Of course, it would help a little bit if there was a scoreboard, but Milan does not just have 2 runs, they have 3. So the score is 10-3. And if this inning takes more than 12 minutes, we will play a 6th. Danielson back on the mound. All he's done today is pitch 3 scoreless innings. No, he would have had a run in there. I think Nelson only allowed 2 in the first, so. There is a fly to Dahlberg in center. He gets under it. One of the easier catches of the year for Dahlberg as the leadoff batter is retired. Ball outside from Danielson. No change to the defense. Joey Franzen in left, Dahlberg in center, Erdman in right. Ball outside yet again. Burrell, your defensive leader today, 4 outs at third. Lucas Dressler at short. Ian Nelson at second. Graydon Bancroft at first. There's a ball fouled back. Hibbing, your catcher. Danielson on the mound. There's another ball hit to Dahlberg. Dahlberg not going to get there in time. That'll fall. And with 11 minutes to go in the game here, Milan has a runner on first. Hibbing lining up outside. There's another trampoline ball. Dressler just opts for the easy out at first. Throws it accurately. And Milan with 2 outs as Danielson's excellent day on the mound continues, 1 out away from only surrendering 1 run in 4 innings. Ball low and outside. Hibbing 0 passed balls today. It's a good job by him and the pitchers. Ball in the dirt. Two balls, no strikes. Bottom of the 5th. Ames leads 10-3. There is a rocket sent to left field for a home run. That is going to score 2 for Milan. What's up, guys? And batter number 23 with the homer there. I have no idea what's going on right now. It may have been that, okay, the next batter was batter number 8, and he's the automatic out. So that's how the 5th inning ends. Ames gets 2 on a home run. But again, Milan sacrificing their 8th batter for what we think are disciplinary reasons. And the score will be 10-5. We'll play a final 6th.
So we're winning by 5.
We are.
Why we didn't get 3 outs though? Did we?
Let me put this up here real quick. Yeah. Yeah, I thought so too.
Can I sit in here?
Yeah. Okay, Landon Dahlberg, your batter. And Dahlberg takes one right at the head there. I don't think that all right, so Dahlberg ahead in the count here, 3 balls, no strikes. LC1 right there. On deck, Ian Nelson, as we get ready for the final inning here. Dahlberg is aboard. So Ames leads 10-5, top of 6. Ian Nelson, your batter. Shout out to his dad, Scott, driving back to Iowa from Minnesota. Nelson takes one inside. Finbrow yells down from first base, "Wear that." Nelson's gonna slap that one to third base. Third baseman throws a lollipop. And wow, super interesting. So the lollipop to first allowed Nelson to get in as the lollipop pulled the first baseman off the bag. Meanwhile, Dahlberg trying to advance to third from first. The first base umpire concentrating on Nelson, wasn't even watching, and that was a close play as well. But at the end of the day, both Storm base runners ruled safe. So now Danielson's going to hit one up the middle. That'll go straight into the glove of the second baseman. That's the best play I've seen all month. The ball, for the third time, springboards off something in the infield and right into the glove of the shortstop, who had full head of steam. He's able to get the unassisted double play as he steps on second to get Nelson out and throws out first base. Joe Franzen slaps that one foul. 2 for 3 today. Almost had 3 for 4. That was about 2 feet foul. He's got a big smile on his face. Ames did score a run there. I think that was Ethan Danielson with the RBI of whoever was on third. So Ames extends their lead to 11-5. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Joey Franzen, your batter, on deck Dexter Erdman hoping to get up there for a rare 5th opportunity. That ball is outside. Franzen having a great day at the plate. Pitcher for Milan not wasting any time. Swing and a miss there from Franzen. Franzen's gonna pop up to third base on that one. And not before Ames gets an 11th run. So we'll go to the bottom of the 6th, leading 11-5. Hope to shut it down and get win number 6 on the season. We'll take a break.
What, we got 13 minutes left?
12:10. No, 3.
3.
3.
Yeah.
And we need a rally right here. 6 runs.
6, 7, 8 here.
Quit smoking, man. You got key to the burb, honey? Okay, thanks to the 23 of you tuning in. Looks like we're going to finish the game 1 off our all-time record. Ames leads 11-5, bottom of the 6th. They'll send Joey Franzen to the mound here. Nelson likely to start the 4 o'clock game should Ames survive. That ball low and away. Coach's dilemma, always, do you stick with the hot hand or try to finish off the game quickly with a fresh arm? And that, folks, was the first ball of the game to get past Hibbing that I can recall anyway. No harm done, no runners on. This would be batter 9 in the lineup, I believe. So with Franzen on the mound, let's see where Danielson went as Franzen administers a strike. Danielson just swapped spots with Franzen in left, Dahlberg in center, Erdman in right, Burrell at third, Dressler at short, Nelson at second, Bancroft at first, Hibbing still catching, and that ball low. At the conclusion of this game, we will power down right away. There's a strike from Franzen.
Ready, fan, ready!
Quinny. Franzen checks the runner. There's a ball at the shins. Thank you.
1
Franzen checks the runner again, which he loves to do. I think for Joey, it's 50% holding the runner accountable, 50% buying him time before he has to make a decision on what pitch he wants to do next. And Hitting is going to throw down to first. Runner gets back. So 3 balls, no strikes. Hitting tries lining up a little higher. And Franzen hits the target, so back-to-back batters here with a 3-1 count. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Ames leads 11-5, and there's a beautiful hit, which Dahlberg makes arguably his best catch of the year. That was a well-hit ball that was tailing to boot, and Dahlberg storms in, is able to get the catch on his knees for 1 out. There's a swing and a miss from the Milan batter. Franzen comes into today having pitched 330 times. Throws strikes at a clip of 51%. Their strike percent leaders on the team. Hibbing 64.76, Nelson 64.75, Erdman 58, Danielson 55, Dressler 53, Franzen 51. Just 5 strikeouts this year for Franzen. And there is a ball hit foul. We're kind of reaching that point in the game here where I think a lot of athletes get, where it's like, boy, I've been playing baseball for 6 hours this weekend. Thinking about maybe heading home, that long drive. There's a rope right at the second baseman, Ian Nelson. Great job by Nelson on 2 accounts. One, the ball was hit right at the umpire, and Nelson had to see around the umpire. And then 2, Nelson gets the force out at second as Dressler covers, throws a nice accurate ball to first, but not quite in time. So the batter grounds into a fielder's choice. Ball outside. Base runner on first taking a massive lead. You better believe Hibbing sees that and just waved his hand at Bancroft so as to say, hey, I might throw down here. So 2 balls, no strikes. We're in the bottom of the 6th. We have officially exceeded the time limit, 105 minutes. There's a strike from Franzen. Franzen seems to constantly have a smile on his face. Ames 2 strikes away from their 6th win of the season and a berth in the Silver Championship. Ames the 12 seed, playing the 9. Underdogs in this one have doubled up the Milan Red. And a swing and a miss there. Hibbing throws down to Bancroft just a bit outside, but Bancroft comes off the bag, fields it, kicks it back to Franzen. So here we go. 1 strike away is Ames from getting the W. And W they get. Franzen with strikeout number 6 on the season. And fitting as Ames gets their 6th win on the season. We'll take a break. See you in 2 hours for the championship game of the Silver Bracket.